What is up, guys? This is Luke with LPCubing, and today we're going to be reviewing the QiYi Valk 3, the Cubers Home Valk 3M, and the QiYi Valk 3 Mini. So before we go ahead and get into this video, my last video was the 100 subscriber special that I uploaded about a week ago, and since then we now have 223 subscribers. So in just a week we went over and doubled it, and that's just absolutely incredible. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. Also, sorry that I haven't been uploading recently. I've been pretty busy with the holidays and other things going on, but for the next couple of days I'll be trying to upload daily. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this review. So the Valk 3 is a speed cube designed by QiYi and was designed for the cuber Matt Valk. It is one of the top 3x3 speed cubes that compares with other ones such as the GTS2M, the Air, U-Shot Pro, and MF3RS2M. So let's just go ahead and start with the regular non-magnetic QiYi Valk 3. Mine currently has one of the Halloween stickers that were sent out from the cubicle. So when I first unboxed this cube, I really loved it and even considered it to be my main over the GTS2M, even though that one was magnetic and this one was not. It just had a really great feel to it. Feeling is buttery smooth and flowing, and catching is not an issue at all. As a matter of fact, it actually probably catches the least between the Valk GTS2M and the Air. And I have never had a pop on this cube, something that has happened to me with both the Air and the GTS2. And although it did perform very well out of the box, it needed some lube. It performs incredibly well, has a buttery smooth feeling. Corner cutting is also excellent. Another thing that this cube really tops over other modern speed cubes. Way over 45 forwards, and also great reverse cutting. And this is a key part in producing the flowing feel that this cube has. So now let's go ahead and check out the mechanism. The edges and corners aren't drastically different from other modern speed cubes design, other than this hole on the edge. So I'll just go ahead and show them to you. They also have ridges on the pieces to help with the smoother feel of the puzzle. One problem that I do have, however, is with the center caps. Now these center caps fall out all the time. For example, if you drop this cube about 2 feet, they 2 or 3 of them will just go flying. And this is a big issue because I had the magnetic Valk in my pocket for a day, and one of the center caps just fell out, and it must have fallen out of my pocket because I could not find it and it was just gone. And I've had it on this cube too, and they just seem to pop out and fall. If we go ahead and look at it here, it's a pretty basic design, so they'll just pop out. So I actually had to order a replacement cap. Other than that, I don't have many complaints about this cube, other than the stability. The stability can be quite an issue at times, but of course it is not a magnetic cube, and for being a non-magnetic cube, I'd say that it does pretty well. Once again, it's just one of those things that you develop too, because cube control is also a big part of the cuber, not the cube. Now let's go ahead and move on with the Cubers Home magnetic version of the Valk. So this puzzle is just the same with the Valk, except with magnets in the pieces. So corner cutting and performance and everything is pretty much going to be the same. Of course, it also depends on how you set the cube up. The speed, however, is not near as fast as what's on the non-magnetic Valk. I have literally put 10 plus drops of DNM37 in this cube in one sitting, broken it in, and it is still extremely sluggish. As you can also hear, it's just incredibly quiet. Part of that is because of all of the lube that I put in, and these pieces too are pretty wet. So there's quite a bit of lube in it, and I've tried everything. I've loosened it, put in all kinds of different lubes, Lubica 1, DNM37, and it just absolutely will not speed up. And I just love the feel of this cube so much that if this version felt like the other Valk that I have and is magnetic, it might become my main just because of how great it feels, but it is just so incredibly sluggish. This is also why I really want to get a Cubica Labs Valk, because I believe that speed shouldn't be that big of an issue. Apparently this is a common issue with Cubers Home puzzles, because JR Cuber said that a lot of the puzzles that he got from Cubers Home are also pretty sluggish as well. And of course, these are just my personal preferences. It's not so sluggish like it's absolutely unbearable. It actually has a very, very pleasant feel to turn on. It's just that it's too slow for me, but if you like a slower cube, this would be great just because of how well it performs and how it feels. So for me, it just kind of makes it unpleasant to solve on, and I don't really get my average. I'm 2 seconds off, and that's a pretty big differential. On with the magnets, they're pretty light and they're really not that noticeable. On other magnetic cubes with pretty strong magnets, such as the air, you know, you can visibly see them click into place. On this, they just kind of like ride along. You can definitely feel them, but it doesn't really provide that tactile magnet feel that I really like in a cube. However, of course, this does improve stability greatly compared to the regular non-magnetic Valk 3. This puzzle can kind of wobble around when I solve it, and this, not going to have any stability issues here. I would just really love to solve on this cube if the magnets were a bit stronger and it was faster. But because of these issues for me, this would probably put it as my least favorite out of all the high-end speed cubes. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the mini Valk. So this cube is 4.74 centimeters to honor Mats Valk's 4.74 former world record time. And it performs for a mini cube extremely well. It feels just like a regular Valk. It's very fast, has great corner cutting. And when I first got it, it catched quite a bit, but after lubing it with just some DNM 37 and lubrical silk and breaking it in, it's not catching at all. As I said with the regular Valk, stability can be a bit of an issue, but you really just have to learn to control cubes. This is too small generally for a one-handed cube, and the reason why it's currently my one-handed main is just because I have really little hands, but for most people with larger hands, it's going to be way too small for a one-handed cube. And you're not going to really do two-handed solving on this, so it's more of a collector's item puzzle than anything else. This one is a limited edition rose pink version. I'm also giving another one of these away. Check out our 100 subscriber special for more details on the giveaway. It performs very well, but it performs just the same as a Valk, and for being a mini cube, that's pretty incredible. The mechanism is exactly the same, no changes, and it performs just incredibly well. So although it is a great cube and I'm definitely very satisfied with it, I just can't really think of a purpose for it. So in conclusion here, these are all great cubes. The limited edition mini Valk performs very well for a mini cube. QiYi Valk 3 is a very fast and smooth puzzle with great performance. And I don't have anything against the Cuber's Home Magnetic Valk. It's just too slow for my personal preferences. But if you like a slow puzzle, then this would probably definitely be the one to get because it just has an amazing feel to it. Out of all of the non-magnetic versions of high-end speed cubes, I'd say that the Valk 3 would have to be up there with one of my top favorites. But I would recommend these cubes to 3x3 speed solvers. You really just have to check out a couple puzzles and see which ones you like for yourself. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.